it's Erica over at The Broken Spine. Welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time here, thank you for stopping by. Happy New Year, and I hope that you had a great holiday season. Mine was pretty uneventful, and I hope yours was too. Hope your, 3 days into 2021 has been good, uneventful, and hope your 2021 continues to be as such. So, I am going to do the New Year's book tag. I first saw it on Chloe's channel from Thistle and Verse, and it was created by Bookables. I will link Chloe's channel in the description box as well as Bookables' original tag. Um, yeah, so without further ado, let's get right into it. I've got the questions here, and yeah, let's just hop right on into it. So, question number one: how many books are you planning to read in 2020? I have my goal set at 24, but if you've seen my videos, I've talked about it before. I like to spend time with my books. I like to mull over them. I like to annotate them. Um, Making notes, things like that. So I may or may not read 24 books. I could read more, I could read less. So it all depends, and it depends on the book. Um, right now I am I'm doing a slow read of The Count of Monte Cristo. And so that starts, and the actual slow read starts on January 3rd and it goes through March 26th. So, I mean, we've got that going on, and then other books that I'm reading. So again, it may or may not be 24 books. So we'll see what happens. I'm happy however many books that I read for the year. So at least I did some reading. Question number two: name 5 books that you didn't get to in 2020 but want to make a priority in 2021. So the first book that I have is Becoming. It has been on my TBR since it first came out. I've like the day that it came out, the day that it dropped, I bought it and it has been on my TBR since then. So the second book, another book that I have, is Ta-Nehisi Coates' The Water Dancer. Um, Monday's Not Coming by Tiffany D. Jackson. I'm going to count this as one since the entire trilogy has been released now. And that is the Devabad trilogy by S.A. Chakraborty. And that's 4. And then Goth, and I can't pronounce the author's name, and I don't want to butcher it. I will put the author's name, if editing Erica cooperates, in somewhere here. And it's a Japanese horror, and I wanted to read that in October, but that didn't happen. So it is on my list. It was recommended to me by a coworker, and they actually loved it. So and I trust them. Question number 3: what genre do you want to read more of? I said this in my reading goals video, which I will link if you want to check it out. I will link it up in the cards. I want to read in 2021, want to read more romance. I want to read more romance. I want to read romance. That is a genre that I don't seek out at all. If it's in a book that I'm reading, you know, it's there, but it's not a genre that I specifically seek out. So, question number 4: name 3 non-book related goals for 2021. The first one, which I also said I believe in my channel goals, was to start playing my flute more. And the second goal, non-bookish goal that I have, is to I like to write short stories, so I want to do more of that. I find that that's cathartic for me. So if I'm stressed, that writing short stories or sitting down and writing um, helps me relax, de-stress. So I want to do that more. So I want to do more of that. And the third thing is I need to get out and exercise. I pulled my bike out and it's been sitting in the garage for months and I haven't gotten on it yet. So I want to go bike riding, and there's really and truly no excuse because in my neighborhood we're so sparse, we're so separated that the likelihood of you coming into contact with someone is kind of slim. And then our streets, I mean, it's a two-lane street, but still it's pretty wide. So you can easily cross over without coming into contact with someone. And then there's a park that is I'm pointing like you guys can see the park. But the park is not too far from where I live. So I could literally like walk to the park and walk back. It's maybe a quarter of a mile um, round trip, so not far at all. Um, but yeah, so those are some non-bookish related 2021 goals that I have. Question number 5: what's a book you've had forever that you still need to read? I I looked at my Goodreads list because I was kind of sort of preparing for this video, so I looked at my Goodreads to see what I had on my shelf, and there are a lot of books. I need to clean up my Goodreads shelves, but there are a lot of books that I have on there that I don't intend on reading. One book that I do intend on reading that I've had on there since 2011 is 1Q84 by Murakami by Murakami. And and actually I put that on my TBR for this year. I don't know if it's gonna happen. But we'll see. So yeah. Um and question number 6: one word that you're hoping 2021 will be. Okay. I could say better, and the reason why I would say better is because, as we know, 2020 was just, it was a dumpster fire. So I could say better, but I think I think the word that I hope, one word that you're hoping 2020 will be: productive. Yeah, productive. There are a lot of things that I want to do that I couldn't do in 2020. So I'm hoping to get to them in 2021. So I'm hoping that 2021 will be productive. And yeah, so, and I hope that 2021 for all of you out there will also be productive and it will be what you want it to be. So that is the end of the tag, and the last question really is not a question, it is an instruction, and that is to tag a friend. So if you have watched this video and you're interested in doing it, consider yourself tagged. And if you like this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you click the bell to be notified when I upload new content, and hit the subscribe button as well. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.